joining me for another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! I have a ball jointed doll update, which I have been getting up to, and look, I've quickly thrown a whole bunch of stuff in this video, so as usual, it's going to be long. It's going to be a long video, so, you know, grab yourself a coffee or an OJ, maybe a couple of biscuits, sit down and relax with a doll lover. If you are a doll lover, I love you too. So people seem to enjoy the Real Littles opening, so I've got 3 more I've grabbed out of storage. I just kind of grabbed the first 3 that I saw. They're fantastic doll props. I showed them on Braylon, my official Kids Sky MSD BJD. They fit fantastic. They look amazing on her, so they're a real good BJD prop slash, you know, kind of that size doll prop, a little bit bigger sort of prop. I am going to show on Wednesday who is an official doll family doll, BJD, sorry, this outfit which my friend got in my birthday haul. It cost him $50 US from Amazon, and it is amazing. It is made for the larger size, cheaper ball jointed dolls and fake BJDs, but it, with a little bit of tweaking, it fit Wednesday really well. It makes her look like some sort of anime princess. So we'll be looking at that. Someone asked me what the doll was I was talking to Jay Dolls about. Jay brought one of those fake, I think it was fake. I don't know, I can't remember. Yeah, a little fakey BJD from Aliexpress. And I saw it and it kind of rang some bells with me. So I thought, oh, it might be a unicorn doll copy. So here is an official unicorn doll. You can see on the thing there. These are actually really affordable real BJD line. If you look up unicorn BJDs, they're actually quite cheap and they are gorgeous, as you can see. So someone asked me if I can do a close-up of that, so we'll do that a bit later. One of the people who I love to see their smart dolls on Instagram, Pepper869 Dolly. I think he shows his Tori and Katie on his name though. I'll have his Instagram down below. He had a giveaway and I responded. And honestly, again, I'm in New Zealand, so whenever anyone has a giveaway, I'm always like, I'm never going to get it because I'm in New Zealand and I feel really bad. But he sent it to me. I'm so excited. So this is for a smart doll. So you can see it comes with this gorgeous crop top. You better believe I am going to be making some of these for my dolls. Now that I've seen it and I can go inside and can do measurements on paper over what I need, I can make some of these myself. So I've got a crop top and then the skirt. Look at the skirt. It is free in the front and then flowing at the back. Just perfect for around the pool or the beach, you know, something a little bit sexy. I absolutely love it. So that's there. We're going to have a look at. And then last of all, some things I purchased for my smart dolls, 1/3 BJDs on AliExpress. So there's a couple of those. Oh no, it's not lastly. Lastly, we are going to be looking at what I've been up to over lockdown, which is, if you're on my Instagram, you've been seeing the dresses I've been making for my smart dolls. So we're going to have a look at those. I don't like showing off in any sort of way, but you know, I put in the work, so I'd like to show what I've been doing, and hopefully you like them. Hopefully they're not too terrible. Okay, so I think let's jump right into this before it gets too long and go to the Real Little packs. I'll bring the camera down. Alright, so the first one here is a Real Littles backpack. Can you find the limited edition? I'm not really worried about that. I just want really cute props. And my other Real Littles, I kind of separated them into what I would use for my dolls and what I'm not so thrilled with, you know, things that I basically give to hospice or the Salvation Army. This one here I picked off the shelf. It has ITA is like a rage bag for fangirls at the moment. I've actually got one for my daughter for Christmas, where they have like clear pockets and you can put in like badges and keychains and stuff and show what you're really excited about. So this one here has a clearness about it, so I was wondering if it's copied off an ITA bag, and I thought, well, that's really cute. I like things that copy, you know, trends and fads and things like that. Let's bring it out. It's also a really cute pink color. You see it there. Sorry, my spotlight's looking right down on it, so it might be a bit glary. It's got this little one in the front with glitter, and then inside here is what interests me. If it's actually clear looking into the bag and I can turn it into a bag. It is clear. It's like in a, yes, surprises are in a bag in here that are not going to be easy to come out. Oh my goodness, what is in here that's holding it all in? Okay, the bag is not removable, so that is semi-annoying as I wanted this to be clear, but I can just pull this forward and put them in there when I design it. But let's just get all these pieces out then. Rip, 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 rip. Okay, there is nothing else in there. Cute bag. And look, if you want to use it for your dolls, just remove this part here. I showed in the last video. I'm not going to do it for this one. The straps, as I said, do fit around my MSD. I don't think they fit nicely on all MSDs. I saw someone who struggled with their one. But if you do the arms right and put them backwards into it, they can fit an MSD BJD quite nicely. Cute bag. What did I get? Oh, I got little pens. These are actually smaller in size. Remember the pencil in the previous one? It was the same pencil thickness as a normal pencil, and I was just like, it just looks like someone's shaved it down. These coloring pencils are actually a smaller size and will be fantastic props. Now, if you don't want them marking your doll, I wonder if clear varnish over the top, or I know that hairspray can work as a trick for some things. I don't know if it'll work on these colored pencils, but I might actually try clear varnish all over these so they stay as is for doll props. Those are awesome. I like those. Those are what we should have. Small little pencils like that. Love, love, love these. I got some of these in the previous one. Got a peace sign on that side. These are fantastic. You know, 1/4, 1/3 BJD office props for on the desk. It's like a sellotape holder. They're small. Awesome. Love it. This has been a total win for this one. So look at this book. It's got a clear glittery front. Oh my goodness. This is a total win. Like, I don't know what was in any of these, so this is cute. What is the limited edition anyway? A calculator. Blech. But this is a total winner. So happy. These now, J Dolls. I didn't know what this was. I got was one of the other ones. She told me that her granddaughter, I believe, had told her they were post-it notes, which I can now see that. I didn't even think to flick through it. So these little hearts are post-it notes. Not anything that I would use, and not really something I would use for my doll props, because those are really large post-it notes when you put it in the doll hands. So that one's a meh. These ones, fantastic. That pink bag was such a win. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, so the next one I want to look at is a real little handbags. Look, if I'm sorry if I'm talking really fast for some people with my accent. It's just because I've got lots to do in this video, so I'm trying to go through as fast as I can. You know, put me down and make me talk like this on the speed if you want to. So this is a handbag, and this one I chose because, I mean, rainbow. Who doesn't love rainbow? And I thought this was a great one in that you can basically have them holding it like this. And if you have like a pink dress or maybe a pink t-shirt or something, it looks so incredibly cute. Again, you can just take this off. I'm going to do those later on rather than on camera like the last time. I always feel a bit silly when I'm opening things with gloves. That will be rectified soon because I won't need them anymore soon. Okay, all right. Pulling out all the stuff in here. Is that it? That's it. And look, there's so much space in these things, so you can put all your little dolly props when you're taking them out. It is glittery. It is gorgeous. Love the bag. Let's have a look what's on the side. Okay, so the first thing that interests me is this. It's a little pink to purple faded cloud. Is this like a little mirror or something? It is. That is such a cute doll prop, even like on a dresser, or if you have it in your bag. I don't know if you have little, I have like a little handheld mirror about this size in my bag, which folds over and it's got like a flower on the front. So cute. I love when they imitate real life things. Adorable. Love it. Okay, so this one here, yep, book. It's got the little rainbow on top. Yeah, I like that one. It looks to me more like, you know, a coffee table book rather than something the girls would take to school with them. So a little coffee table book. Cute. A little eraser, but I think it might pass off okay. It's small enough. I'm looking at the hands. I mean, this is basically the equivalent of 1/3 jowl, as if I'm holding an eraser from here to here, you know. Actually, a big eraser. I don't know about this one. Yeah, this one's a bit too big for my dollies, so yeah, I'll put that over there. Oh, now I had one of these in the other one, so this one's kind of cute. It's got little things. There was a fluffy bunny tail in the rabbit bag, if you guys remember from the other video, and I was like, what on earth am I going to do with this? This one has like little sparkles, so it's super cute. I don't think, someone said as a phone prop or a prop for on the bags, like a keychain. I might actually use this one and loop it through the handle of the rainbow bag, because this one's actually really cute. Or I could take that off, and I think I could make a necklace out of this. That would be an awkward size. I'm going to think on that one. I actually like that. So there. Favorite! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I love these tiny little sticker band-aids. So if you're ever making a Harajuku girl or want to make a girl who's had a few whoopsies on her, these tiny sticker band-aids are cute. They were my favorites from another opening. So again, a good haul. Love the bag. Love the 3 items. Kind of meh on this one, but I don't know what I'll do with that. So pretty good. Let's get on to the next one. Just before I get into the next one, I was wrong. There are 4 items I love out of it. Can't forget the compact. Whoop. Flop it over there. So the last one I picked is this blue one. Now, not my favorite bag, I'll be honest. I'm not actually sure why. Oh gosh, that sellotape's going to be hard on there. I thought I'd taken all that sellotape off. I don't know why I got this blue one. I tend to only choose the bags which I can see myself using with the dolls. So, oh no, I stand corrected. I see now why. Look at that rainbow change. Yeah, okay. Yep. Gorgeous. Love it. I could only see from where I was sitting this part. And I was like, why have I got a blue shiny bag in there? I don't really want a blue shiny bag, but yeah. So anything in the front pocket? Nope, just paper in this one. Goodbye paper. Go get recycled. Now we've got the straps and the thing. Yep, that's cute. All right. Let's go. Oh, looks like there's a whole different bunch of stuff in here. Pull the stuff out. Go, go. Oh, we got some more of those little pencils. That goes, if the varnish goes wrong on the other one, I'm going to try hairspray on this one to set them. Basically, I want to make them so they last forever, but they don't stain my doll in any sort of way. So this is the bag. Love it. Okay. Flop it over there. Love it. And leave it. Wow, this one's got quite a few things in. Okay, so we'll start off with the book. Again, you know, I adore these things. Absolutely adore them. Just for props. Fantastic. So what is this? Is this a book or... Oh my goodness. It is like a school binder. Look at this. I don't have one of these. So you can put like, they can put their little sheet work in here or their music they're carrying to school. That is cute. I'm going to try and get a little sticker and put like Braylon's name across here. So it's just like the ones that they take to school here. Oh, I am so excited about this. Love, love, love. That, I think that's actually my favorite out of the thing. Again, a little eraser. Meh, too big for my dolls. And honestly, it's not no use to me. But this, love this. Another prop for my desk. I'm going to have a sellotape holder for all my girls' desks. I just need to get all my girls' desks now. Good, we've seen those before. Love it. And then some stickers. As I say with stickers, I don't throw them out. I put them into a container that my kids can use if they ever want them. But not really something I'd use. So for me, this is meh. So I'll put that over there as meh. So again, 4 items out of that haul. That folder is definitely my favorite. These are such fantastic buys. Honestly, I don't know how you can really go wrong. And they're not too expensive either. So keeping with the bag theme, and part of the reason I put this video off and off and off is I was actually waiting for another little bag to arrive from Aliexpress, but it hasn't yet. It's almost expired on its thing, so I don't know where it is. I'll wait till, I'll give them all the, you know, the time that they basically allow for it before I'll put something in. I went and I looked up, not Real Littles bags, I looked up mini bag doll on AliExpress, and I looked for little bags that were basically keychains that could be used for ball jointed doll props. So I brought this one in this design, and then there was a green one which I think it has more of a flip over on the front. As I said, it hasn't arrived. So this one here, I'll have the price down at the bottom there. It pretty much cheap as chips. You know, it's cheaper than the Real Littles, but you don't get all the accessories. But it is quite detailed, so I'm curious if I can use these for my dolls. So obviously I'm going to basically get a pair of pliers and pull off this keychain part, because that I don't want, and I don't want these all going off. Have a look here at the front. So that's a cute front to it, like a fake flap on the bag with a hook here. And these are actually, they stick out, if that makes sense. So it's got like a leathery type feel to it with little bumps in the middle, which is actually really cute. I mean, I've seen bags that have like little studs all over them. Maybe if you colored each of those gold, it would be quite cool. Let's have a look on the inside. Pulling down. Oh, it's got a whole bunch of foam inside it, which is fair enough to pump out their bag. There's a good space in there. Yeah, it's all right. What about the arm room? There isn't too much arm room under there. The Real Littles handbag, the rainbow, has a lot more space, but it looks fine. And this one actually has a more mature sort of feel and looks to it than the Real Littles. So these I all consider, excluding the rainbow bag. I could give that to one of my bigger girls, but I certainly can't give the backpacks to my big girls. This to me has a more mature lady handbag look to it, and for the price, hey, it was pretty okay. So that was that. Then I will put the price down below from AliExpress. I found these ball jointed doll glitter heels, which I am going to test on Wednesday when I bring her down, but we'll just have a look up close at one of them. So, because they are glitter, they are going to be subject. You can see here, it's knocked something, it's taken all the glitter off the front. Let's see how much is coming off of my black gaunts. This is actually really good that I'm wearing my gaunts. Look at that, hardly anything's coming off them, so the glue is pretty good. The only thing you're gonna have to be worried about is eventually, if it knocks something. Let's have a look at the other foot, if it's better covered at the front. It's got a tiny, that's a little bit disappointing, because if those were covered, I'd say, my goodness, for the price I paid, these are really cute shoes. We're gonna have to see if they fit, obviously. So I got these in the red and green, which are very Christmassy colors, but I purposely brought them for some of my girls and the dresses that I made, so we'll have a look at them. I'm gonna have a look at them with the outfits, but the glitter might be a bit too glittery. Does that make sense? Sometimes you buy things and then you're like, holy moly, that detracts from everything when you put on like an accessories or a shoes or stuff. So will I go to Wednesday, or I'll bring up this little guy. As I said, this little guy here is a unicorn, fallen angels. He is a little 1/8 doll. He's got chubby thighs. Look at those chubby thighs, so cute. And I thought that he might be like what AliExpress copied their little demon dolls off. I'm not sure. He's got little horns up the top here. Hasn't got his eyes in, which makes him look a bit evil. But he also comes with a tail and wings that you can take on and off with magnetics. The making is fantastic, like there's nothing wrong with him. I just love how chubby he is. This is where his little body comes out to. He got a little belly, he's got chubby thighs, he's a real cutie. So that is who he is. I'm sorry I can't remember who asked me to, who PM'd me if they could have a better look at him on camera. He's just a real little cutie. I love him. I haven't found any eyes that I like with him yet though. I've tried about 3 different pairs and all of them ask very meh on. So he's kind of eyeless for a while. All right, so I'm going to bring the camera up and we can look at Wednesday's set. Okay, so as I said, I'll have the link in the description below, and it's an Amazon affiliate for these type of clothes. If you're interested, this was $50 US. It was a super bargain for what I got. I don't know if you got it on a special or anything, but I'll have the link below. And this came with a wig, which really surprised me because I pay $20 to $30 for my wigs, and this is a long wig. Just look here, and it's in this soft purple. Parts of it in colors can go into the gray, but on camera, but it's actually like a soft purple to pink. It is so unusual, and it comes down in this chaotic curls. It is just a fantastic bargain that it came with the wig. I really didn't know it came with the wig. I thought that it would just be the clothes only. And then you can see, look at this head bonnet. It is just fabulous. It just goes off her head like she has got some signposts. Just look at me. I'm gorgeous. I know you are, Wednesday. You are always gorgeous. She is my first ever ball jointed doll like 10 years ago, back when recasts actually weren't a thing. I don't even think Aliexpress existed when I brought her. At least not to my knowledge. I had no idea. But this is basically when you could go to eBay and there weren't 500 recasts on there. In fact, I don't even know if I knew what recasts were when I first brought her. I brought her off a licensed dealer, etc. Oh, she is just so gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I love it. And so this little one at the back, sorry, I was having a play with my girl. Don't ask Dolly to have a play with girl. She's so big that she's hard to handle. So it's got white and it's got little flowers on the side here. Coming down to here. Then we have around her chest area all this lace. The bonnet ties up the ribbon in the middle. She has sheer material on her arms. This is the only thing which I found hard with, see, on a smart doll it would be okay in that you can remove the arms, but on ball jointed dolls they are strung, so they have string in. So I'd have to remove the hands from the S-ring to try and get it through. So let me tell you, I almost ripped this getting this through here, but I did it. I did it. And it's not coming off anytime soon. It's so cute anyway, I wouldn't want to. And it is done up with Velcro at the back, so it is Velcro. You can see around her midsection that it doesn't do up quite so good here. It like stops halfway, but actual right. Just fluff that over. Coming down into this cascading tears of dress, like for $50 US, for the time it would take me to sew this and get the materials and the time, I can't do this within the time basically. So we've got 1, 2, 3 and a little one underneath, 4 tiers of material. The first one is this pink with white lace on. The next one is, I love the next one, is the stripy sheer material with a lace on and a lace follow-up. The third is this satin-like material with, I don't know what that is, it's like the sheer material again, done, you know, where you basically plait it over and iron it each time with lace at the bottom. And then on the fourth tier you have this tutu, which basically makes the dress stick out from your doll. Sorry, Wednesday, you don't have any undies on there, my girl. I'm sorry. How could I? How rude. Not that she needs it when she's got this many things on. So that is the skirts coming down. I mean, honestly, this is so anime princess. I love, love, love it. I want another one. Of course I do. I want everything. I am afflicted with a condition called woman. So then we have these lace-like stockings, which actually come up just above her knee. They've pulled down here. And then the only thing which is a real bummer is I said they are made for basically the cheaper ball jointed dolls, cheap, the fake ball jointed dolls. So their feet on those dolls are just ridiculously big. On the two fakes I brought from Aliexpress, their feet are just horrid. They're huge. So you can see that even though it looks nice from this way, her toes only come up to halfway in this. So that's the only thing which is a bit annoying, but it really doesn't matter. I mean, Wednesday is so old anyway. You can see she's yellow, that her joints gave up a long time of her. There was a time when she could stand up straight and all sorts of things. So she pretty much sits in my cabinet, or I actually have her standing up with a strong doll stand sometimes. So that is this outfit. I love it. I hope you love it. Look at this wig. Look at this. This is so adorable. If you walked into a room full of dolls that look like this, I don't know about you, but I would be in heaven. I would be like, okay, you can just leave me in this room now. I'll die happy, lady. So that is her. That's that one done. Now we'll look at the outfit I got from my Insta friend. I consider all my Instagram followers. I only follow the people who I really want to see what they're doing, you know, sort of thing. So I consider them Insta friends. Let's have a look at the outfit. I'm going to put it on Monday. And Moment is really angry at me because I just called her Monday. I mean, I have Smart Doll Monday too, so she has to forgive me sometimes, but Moment is my Jekyll and Hyde girl. She is Rich Daddy's little girl, you know, solo child, blonde beauty. And you can see she's very much in Smart Doll, mostly Smart Doll clothing here, with her Hiroshima jeans, I believe they're called, and her No Sheep's Given top. When I was thinking which doll would I put her in, and honestly I can see Moment, whose name is Lillian. I can see Lillian wearing this. She'd be the girl at the pool who's like, I can wear this, I can pull this off, and every other girl will be jealous of me. So let me get Moment out of her outfit. I'll change her into the new one, and let's see it together. Yay! Okay, so a quick stop here just to show that Moment has the large bust for Smart Doll. So I'm curious if a large bust will go okay with this. We'll find out in a second. She is so pretty in this. Honestly, this is so Lillian. This is, I got it over the big bust. It was a little bit of a struggle, and it is really packing it in there, but I got it in there, and this is so her. Just look at the skirt. Look at the flow of the skirt off her with her midsection showing. Some of my other girls would be a bit like, I'm not showing my tummy button. Lillian's gonna be like, yeah, stand back, ladies. Let me show you how it's done. So I'm gonna bring her up close and we can have a close-up look. Cause, oh my goodness, it couldn't have been a better perfect match for her. Here she is. Of course, she is gorgeous. We all know that. She is Smart Doll Moment, going down to here. So you can see she's stretching it, darling. She's has got a lovely chest there, and it's poking out, but it looks really good. It was a bit of a fight. Not gonna lie, I had a bit of a Lillian has the big bust. I don't want to take the big bust off her, but yeah, that's definitely, yeah, she's definitely suited, filling it out. Let's put it that way. She's filling it out. Then she has her midsection showing, which is so cute. I've seen so many Smart Doll outfits at the moment. I'll put the name of the Instagram that I like. There's a lady who makes outfits, and quite often I see that she has her midsection showing on her outfits. I'll put it down the bottom when I first said it. And I've been thinking, oh, would any of my girls be that risky? Yeah, Lillian would be. My girls tend to get dressed fully, you know, and then showing her legs with this lovely flow. And you can just see this is good. You know, they've overlocked it. If you're, see this little sewing machine here? This is a budget sewing machine. Now, I do have a more expensive machine, which if I'm doing something for someone else, you know, something that needs to be professional, I don't use this machine. But you can make so many things on this, and I have an overlocker as well, which is this way. But if you're don't have an overlocker, there is no excuse why you can't overlock. Just put on a zigzag stitch on a zigzag stitch on large length and go down the side. And it's just pretty much the same as an overlock. Not as professional as say this, but you know, it's one of those little hints and tips for a new person. If you don't overlock your doll clothes, they don't last. So, you know, make sure you do that. It's just something lovely to do. And always hand sewing. You can always hand over stitch. Gorgeous. I love it. Thank you so much, Pepper. I absolutely adore this. I think Pepper's the name of the budgie. Alright, so on to what I've been working on over the New Zealand lockdown. Now, I'll start off first with a dress I have shown before and just the accessories I've added to it. Let me bring up Smart Doll Reflection. These dolls are so tall. I never know what to do with them. So here is Jasmine, Smart Doll Reflection. And I've shown this dress before, but I have added some things. These I got off Aliexpress. I'm just going to show. Again, they're made for those fakey dolls. So they're bigger than the standard 1/3. Why is it not getting a focus? Please, camera. Please be my friend. But I just thought these went gorgeous with her outfit. You can get some padding and put them in the end there. For the price they were, which I'll have at the start. And I'll also have a link in my thing if you're interested in these. The price they were, honestly not worth worrying about. But I also did this, and this is a little craft which you can do. Oh, reflection, my darling, you're looking like you got shadows on you there. The spotlight is in front of you, isn't it? So it's making you get shadows. She's such a beautiful doll. She is my favorite Coco doll, and her hair is to die for. If you go to a craft store, you can pick up these little hats, you know, these little wound flax kind of hats, just with glue. And I'm not a fan of glue, but you can do this. You can't really sew it in. With glue, you basically put lace around the edge of the hat, glue it down. You can get all these little craft roses and things, which, you know, it goes completely with her dress, and make a little bow, and just glue all these pieces on a little hat. I mean, these cost $2 in New Zealand, where I from one of the local you know, $2 stores. Just that in a couple of pieces, and you can make a simple hat just absolutely stunning. And this goes with her rosed theme dress. I just sit it on there. So I didn't want to make a bonnet for her dress. I didn't think a bonnet suited too much. And then you've got this. How cute is that? I love it. So that is what I've added to Jasmine. Now, let's get on to the first dress which I've sewn. I'm holding hands at the moment with my newest smart doll, Fortitude, who is Oriana to me, Braylon's older sister. Gorgeous, gorgeous doll. Let me tell you, as soon as I saw other people posting pictures, I was like, I have to have this in my life. I absolutely have to have this in my life. So this is what I've been working on for her, which is this orange dress. I will bring it up close. There is a little satchel, because I thought, well, if she's going to market, she needs somewhere to put her goods. I brought these boots from Aliexpress. I'll show those up close, and then I made a bonnet to match. So I'll bring it up so you can see it up close. Here is the side of the bonnet where I have a little ribbon and a button, and I just sewed right through. I put a little bit of glue to stabilize it here. Just, I thought it was cute putting a little ribbon on the side. So her bonnet comes down over her head. Isn't she beautiful? I love this open mouth. She is a tea-tone skin. She's got little freckles over her cheek. Coming down, I purposely made sure that an orange was right next to her cheek, right next to her opening here. My best friend was like, you made sure that that went over an orange, didn't you? So there was an orange down there, and I was like, yeah, you know me. I am so fussy. So this is a very basic doll dress. It's from Luminara Designs. I will have a link to her Etsy down below. It is done in a way where you can have the stand, so they always have a gap at the back where you can have a stand. Coming down here, you know, I just like to keep my stitching. I like to keep my stitching nice and thin. I just thought it was a really cute dress. And then the satchel I haphazardly made. This is all kind of, apart from the zigzag stitch on the thing, most of it's like hand sewn, so it's put together. And then the button's like a fake sort of button that pulls out there. I didn't want to do a buttonhole on felt because it'll just stretch it out. Going down to this lace there, you can see on the insides, I always fold, you know, rough edges underneath and all that sort of stuff just to make it look nice. I'm just showing because I'm one of those people that's very, very fussy. And then these boots from Aliexpress, again, I'll have a link below and the price I paid. Very cheap. I thought they went well with that outfit. That is the first outfit I made. If you want to check out my photos of it on Instagram, where it won't be so dark as in here at the moment. It's really dark in New Zealand. I was hoping it would be a lovely day today to show off my ball joint doll stuffs, but it isn't. That is the first one I made. So on the next one, I wanted to do something which was a little less going to market and a bit more high tea. Okay, so now I'm holding hands with Smart Doll Monday, who is wearing my high tea dress with a little handbag I got from actually an op shop in one of my surprise, you know, buy those little $5 bags which come with all these mysterious things. I love this bag. So I'll show that too, which is effectively a lipstick case. So this is another thing you could look for on AliExpress, lipstick cases like this. You know, it's gorgeous little accessories. So I chose something that was a bit flowery. I did several layers of ribbon and then embroidered on top to give a design. And then I almost threw the entire thing out because I got really upset. I messed up on the bonnet big time. There is a big zigzag stitch, which is not noticeable in the previous one because I didn't mess up. But on this one, there's a big zigzag stitch, which you can't tell I've actually messed up on because I did a lot of things to make it look like it's meant to be there. But I almost threw this entire outfit out. Let's have a look up close. So here is Monday's high tea bonnet. I folded the lace in half that I used on this. This is actually two lace ribbon. It's actually two ribbons put together and machine embroidered in this design. I'm trying to keep to the blues and the yellows on this one. Here you can see it comes down. I folded this one in half and then I did a straight stitch in the yellow, holding it together so it all kind of ties in, holding under a thing there. At the back, there's only a couple little beads because I did a whole bunch of hand sewing on this one to fix it all. I honestly, I was going to throw out the finished dress. I was going to throw out everything. I just had enough. I was like, I can't believe I did that, and I was not going to do it a second time. I was just going to biff it, but I'm glad that I took the time out to fix it because it ended up being quite cute. And I think this is actually my daughter's favorite dress that I've made. So a standard simple luminary design pattern here. Coming down, I have hand sewed in, so you can see all the little stitches along there. I've hand sewed in a ribbon in the middle and then made sure I machine embroidered around that. So she's got a little ribbon around the thing. Here is the lipstick case up close, which has got metal handles. It opens at the front. It's very, very posh, so I quite like that. Going down, just dress. And again, the same thing. Two ribbons together that have been machine embroidered, and then you can't see it probably on camera, but then there's, oh, you'll see the straight stitch on the top and the bottom in the yellow, but there's also a blue straight stitch that goes through the middle just to hold it all down. So basically this is quite stiff, so I wanted it so that this part stays quite stiff, whereas on the orange dress I made it quite flimsy so it flows. This one I want so it puffs, so she's very, very puff. So that is my second dress I worked on. So after doing, I've made now, and with slight modifications each time I've done it. Some I've put ribbons to, some I've shortened, some I've done bigger darts to, some I've done smaller darts to, some I've done bonnets with, some I've done with the straw hat as I showed with reflection, lace in different areas, of course, with all the dresses. So after doing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, I was like, okay girl, let's do it, but let's step it up a notch. So here is Casey, my favorite Smart Doll Starlight in the milk tone. And I wanted, when I stepped it up a notch, to have a story behind the dress. So I thought, okay, it's a young girl who wakes up in a forest. She's not a wealthy girl, so, you know, she only has a dress. She doesn't have like fancy high tea, you know, flower fabric. She doesn't have oranges to go to the market or anything like that. She lives at home with her mother, working hard on the farm. So they have very plain fabrics. And that was also because I needed, when I can't go and we're locked down, we can't go get lace or anything frilly. I needed to make something that looked pretty, but also looked like something that maybe a peasant girl made out of scraps. So I chose brown materials that are normally fillers in for other things. Like I'll normally pair like this dark brown with, say, a beautiful purple flowery fabric or something, and this will be the filler. I think this turned out really well. I called it my Key to My Hearts dress, which is kind of, Key to My Hearts is actually another doll that I have a few dolls of. You can look those up on eBay. Lovely lady who makes Key to My Heart dolls. This is my Key to Hearts. Anyway, I am making a match to this, which Lillian is actually going to have as my Jekyll and Hyde girl, my spoilt rotten little princess. So I'm making a princess dress. So she gets amnesia basically and put in a forest by herself, and her only clue to why she's there is this key. So I'm going to bring it up and we'll have a look at what it is. Obviously you can see it's different. Let's go bring it up. It's easier for me to explain. It's easier for you to see. Okay, so the first thing is when I make my dolls necklaces, I make them with beading string. So, you know, the very, very thin, strong string. And I also use magnetic clasps. So they're easy to put on, easy to put off. You can see here, if I just click that, there you are. And they just click together again as such. So I made her this little necklace, which has a weird sort of shaped key on it there, key on it there, and it's got like just browns and yellow beads. So it's very, very basic compared to some of the other ones I've made. And these are really fantastic, like absolutely fantastic, and they're a great way, you know, you don't need to tie up ribbons behind your doll's backs or anything like that, or if you tie it, have to take, you know, the doll's head off, they can clasp right around. So that there, bringing her up again, sorry my darling, I've removed your thing. So this is actually a two-piece. So underneath is the standard dress like the other dolls, and it's purely made in this fabric which has letters on it, so you can see here. And I thought that looked very Harry Potterish in some ways, very fantasy, sort of like, you know, like runes or something like that. So I made the entire dress, and at the bottom it is actually a burgundy lace that I put on this. Now the reason I did not use a brown lace on this was I wanted something to make the dress stand out a little. I was thinking of her when she's making the dress, and she's thinking of like Monday and her high tea dress at the and Oriana at the market. She's thinking, oh my goodness, those girls have such beautiful dresses, and she's adding just that tiny little puff of, you know, something a little lovely in there. If you know what I mean. Doll lovers will know what I mean. And then the second part is this pinafore. So this ties up the front through loops, so I can undo this and remove it. I don't want to. So if I basically loosen these, this will all come off, and this is done in these browns, and I think it looks fabulous in the browns. So I used purposely white string white thread rather than brown thread, as I wanted the thread to show out as something that looks like it's hand done. You know, she's sewed all this by hand herself, so she's done just little things to make it look that little bit more cute. So it's light brown pinafore tied up at the front here. The darts go up to the same thing. That annoyed me. When I took the photos for Instagram, I didn't realize till afterwards. I'd sat her down in a way that made the darts look like they were uneven. I hate uneven darts, but they are the same. I'm pointing that out right now. The darts are the same size. It's just something to look for when you're sewing. It's all lined, of course. The under here is lined with a white, and of course the whole pinafore top is lined in a white. The only things that not lined is the skirts. So down here, this is actually a ribbon that's then done the zigzag stitch, and then the fabric actually starts, which is in a zigzag stitch. So it's two different pieces actually here put together. Then to match the top part, again, I put in a little bit of frill down the thing, so you can see the ribbon follows on to the bottom here, and then just a frill going around. So the back is very, very plain. I almost considered putting in a, oh, there's a spider, you little bugger. You off you go. Go on. I don't want to hurt you, fella. Go outside. I don't want to hurt you. I don't like hurting spiders. They get rid of flies. Sorry, my darling. How did you get a spider on you? I have no idea. Bugs, when they come in our house, tend to die because we have special formula in our carpets which kills things. So I don't want the little guy. I'll pick him up and put him outside later. I don't want him to go on the carpet or he'll just die. Anyway, back to it. I almost considered putting a light brown ribbon just here and flowing down here, but no, I thought, no, I want to keep it very plain, and that is my step up with something different, a little bit of a story there. And following on from that story, my darling here, Lillian, is going to be basically my evil girl in the story. She is the one who made Casey lose her memories and be in the forest with just a key to her memories, because Casey, the prince, took a bit of a favor to Casey, whereas Lillian could not understand why her, as a rich princess who's absolutely beautiful beyond words, why the prince didn't fall in love with her. Yeah. So I have a princess dress which I am currently working on, and that is in the works over that way. Lots of mess, lots of string. Another long video. I hope for anyone who went through the whole thing, thumbs up to you. You're awesome. Thank you for sticking with me. I know I should really cut my videos down and do like half during the week and half the thing. I just don't get the time. Video. I hope you'll join me in the next one. I hope you enjoyed the outfits I made. I have had a few people express interest in them, and I'm considering making basically a duo, like, so when I make one I make another one and giving that one away. If that's something that you'd be interested in, I might look at doing that in the future, because it's just as easy and fast for me to make two as it is for me to make one. Okay, so I'm behind the camera looking at the entire mess I've made all over my tail and floor and looking to clean it all up. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you love your dolls, and I'm sure they love you back. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.